Good afternoon. This is Amrish Srivastava and I am a psychiatrist. I have been working in the field of mental health and interacting with young people who want to achieve, succeed, and move on in life. And I have a couple of observations in this respect. First is universal, that everybody wants to succeed. Rightly so. Nobody wants to become unsuccessful. Those who want to become successful work hard, may have all the resources, but it's not necessary that they will succeed. And here comes the problem. Each one of them are asking, why did they not succeed? And what next can be done to become successful? We also must remember that success and achievement is a psychological process. It involves the faculty of mind, faculty of brain, and number of our body physiology. These facts are not normally known to people and they do not pay attention to it. The second observation is psychological problems, not really psychological abnormality, or I don't mean mental disorders. Psychological constructs, the psychological characteristics that we have, played important role in becoming successful. So what are these psychological factors? In terms of our psychological constructs, we all have certain specific specialities. For example, we have our mood, memory, thinking, and ability to understand, grasp, and reproduce. It is not necessary that everybody has these faculties absolutely normal and that everybody has these faculties normally functioning in everybody's life. And therefore, there are variations. These variations are often out of normal range. So, one may not be able to grasp and may not be able to reproduce, but they don't talk about it. Even the teachers and the parents and the school do not have much logistics about trying to find out whether their students have these kind of difficulties. So what are these difficulties which normally arise? Some of the important difficulties are in field of their behavior, in field of their mood changes, thinking, and trying to remember. For example, one may have difficulty to say no to things, but they refuse to say that I cannot do. This is the first limitation which people suffer or people have. These limitations can be overcome, no doubt. Most people may face some resistance in this area. And the second most important aspect which they have is inability to change. You continue to persist and give them a task or tell them to change themselves, change a particular behavior. For example, change in behavior may be in form of aggression or in form of impulsivity, but they are unable to change it. The next comes is the mood regulation. As we all know, emotions and mood form a very important component in our life. Emotions regulate our life. They make us feel good or bad. They vary from morning till evening. These variations in the mood may make us cry or make us laugh or feel sad or feel elated. Till the time that these are within the normal range of emotion, everything is all right. But sometimes mood variations go out of control or out of range, and this is where the problem comes. Once mood is not quite okay, the memory also gets affected. People are working hard, they are trying to read something, trying to grasp, trying to understand, but they are unable to do so. And they fail to realize or they fail to understand why is that happening. And the next aspect is about memory. As we know, memory is most important aspect as far as learning is concerned. But memory also has its association with mood changes. If your mood is not all right, if your emotions are not in a stable state, it is likely that you will lose focus or concentration and you will not be able to do your task as efficiently as you want to do. People are very much aware about intelligence, but we must also remember that intelligence is a global aspect, is a global characteristic. There are a number of subsets. For example, somebody may be intelligent in mathematics, others may be intelligent in music, and many others may be intelligent in reading, writing, reproducing, so on and so forth. So if somebody is very intelligent, it does not mean that he is intelligent in all constructs of intelligence. In some aspect, they may be exceptional, and in other aspect, they may be on an average. And therefore, merely that intelligence is very high, one should not really take it that somebody will be able to perform equally good in all areas of life. At this point of time, we often go wrong. We are unable to recognize the best of the best faculty of our intelligence and make mistakes in making choices. And therefore, it is important to remember that behavior, mood, and memory are important psychological constructs which play important role in life, and they all affect our decision making, our ability to understand. Decision making is another important aspect. Conflict is generated from difficulty in decision making. Once the decision making is impaired, if the decision making process is not correct, or people remain in conflict and not able to resolve the difficulties arising for taking decisions, all that we grasp, everything that we learn, we are unable to really implement it. When your benchmark is standardized or set up by you, it is all right. In most of the situation, the benchmark for success is set by others. For example, parents and teachers. Not everybody can cope up with the extra demands put from others. Not everybody can cope up with the extra energy demanded by others. This generates a conflict between should I perform according to my standards, can I perform as expected by others, and this conflict continues. It is never resolved. If you can resolve this conflict and decide, then the word is yours. Everybody wins then. There is no problem because your potentials are unlimited. There is no boundary. Number of people succeed besides having severe limitations. Why does it happen? It happens because of a strong mindset. When we talk about mindset, we mean what are the features of our psychological constructs. Again, I come back to the neurological and psychological processes which generate several characteristics like mood, memory, behavior, understanding. If we want to excel or if you want to become successful, it is important to find out what really are your psychological strengths. Because you may be intelligent, may be working hard, but may not succeed. And if you pay attention or try to analyze, you will come to the conclusion that psychological factors are most important. We will talk about mental health issues involved in this, which are a different set of problems like depression, anxiety, eating disorder. Those are a different set of problems which number of students and young people suffer from. About 20% students in university suffer from depression, and this obviously affects their performance. We cannot expect a person who is suffering from depression to excel or to succeed as people who are not feeling depression. And therefore, we have to pay attention to psychological characteristics. It is important to find out, identify, and take steps to correct these. Success is always possible.